All right, this tutorial will show you how to use a Google form as a self-grading assessment with the Google script Flubaroo. The first thing that you need to do is create your Google form, and so that's what I've done here. And then next, you're going to want to make sure that when you create that Google form that your first three questions are always the same. You're going to want the first question being their first name, the second question being the student's last name, and the third question being the student's email address, so later you can email them their scores. Once you have created your assessment, you're going to want to go in and take that yourself by viewing the live form. When you view the live form, all I did was type in answer and key so that Flubaroo has something to go off of when it grades. And then you answer all the questions with the correct answer so that you have all the correct answers in the form. Once you have done that, you'll go back to your form, and up here under responses, you actually see view responses. You'll click view responses. And here is it'll actually take you to a spreadsheet of your assessment responses. So I've also gone in and done some sample student assessments as well. Okay. The next thing you want to do is add that Flubaroo script. So you're going to come up under Tools, and you're going to go into the Script Gallery. And rather than searching through all of them, it'd be faster to type in Flubaroo, search, and there it is right there. All you have to do is click Install. And authorization required basically just means it needs your permission to access your Google Forms and know who you are with your Google account. So just click Accept. And once it says installed, you can click Close in the Script Gallery box. And now up here in your toolbar, you actually see a menu titled Flubaroo. When you click Flubaroo, your first step is to actually grade the assignment. So click Grade Assignment. It'll say that it's running the script, and it walks you through step by step exactly what to do. So the first thing you're going to do is select the grading options. So your first three questions are always going to be that they identify the student. Then from there on out, you can actually select the number of points your question is worth. You can state whether it identifies the student, or if you don't want it to be graded at all, you can click Skip Grading. All of my questions were multiple choice or true false, so I'm going to leave them at 1 point and click Continue. Next, it'll actually ask you to choose the answer key. So here are all the submissions from my form, and I'm just going to find the one that says Answer Key and select that to use as the key for grading. And right now it's actually grading the assignment, and it's finished. So what I can do is click View Grades. Okay, so you'll notice that it's now actually created two separate spreadsheets down here. One for my student submissions, and then the second one, it's actually submitted a separate sheet for the actual grades. So it gives me a summary up here at the top, total points possible, the average for those students, how many submissions there were, and then it'll actually list out those students. This is why it's important to have the student first name, last name, and then their email address. It shows their total number of points that they got correct. It also shows the percentage. How many times did they turn in the form? And then it'll actually show you here, if you later email their grade, it will show you here that yes, in fact, you did email them their grades. Then it actually breaks them down by question, and it shows you what the questions were and whether or not the student got the question right or wrong. These percentages down at the bottom down here are what percentage of the students got that answer correct. Okay. From here, when you're ready to email the students the grades, you come back up to Flubaroo and you just click Email Grades. It'll run the script for you. It's going to ask you which one is their email address question, and it's pretty smart. It'll automatically recognize your email address for you. It'll ask, do you want to include the list of questions and their scores? It might be nice for the students to see which questions they got right or wrong. You can include the answer key if you would like. I'm going to choose not to. And you can include a message. Now remember that this message will go to all students that you are emailing. When you click continue, it actually will send you the email address. Since I made up email addresses, it's saying that they were successfully emailed, but they're actually not going to go anywhere. Okay, and that's how you use Flubaroo and Google Forms to create a self-grading assessment.